I turned mine on. What?
I saw I saw a
homo?
hobo's
Did you see a
feet.
homo? Where?
What's the matter with you?
Where? Why? You haven't had Christmas yet already, have you?
That's not a Christmas. I was walking in the street,
I thought you were visiting me.
and a hobo had his shoes off.
Oh.
I don't know if you're still supposed to call them hobos, but I believe he was a hobo. And he had his shoes off.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was like devastating. His feet were like, it was like Vietnam had happened. Like,
Has he made his own shoes out of scabs? You know, like when the whole thing just crusted over. Like eventually you do make your own shoes. Do you know that? Humans make their own shoes if they drink enough and stay outside.
You could use his toenails as house shingles. They're terrifying. They really.
I'd like to do that.
And I looked down at them, and I didn't get close enough to enjoy the odor.
Is that from an episode of This Old Hobo?
Yes.
We'll be right back.
You're supposed to say walking in the room.
Walk in the room. This is Walk in the Room.
Is it?
It was.
You're listening to Walking in the Room, America's premier pod cuddle. I am Dave Anthony. I really carry this thing, and then Greg Barron is
I wish I could.
sort of a co-host situation.
Is that right? Is it a co-host situation?
I mean, I don't think they have a term to define someone who just bothers the host.
I think if you look at our mail, how much of it is just like the only things you send me are the good ones because those are the only ones I get.
Yeah, I don't send you the bad ones.
Most of they only go to you. The fuck yous go to you.
Yeah, but
the
there
fuck yous
there
go
are
to
a
you.
lot of fuck yous. I think people know that they shouldn't send me an email that is a fuck you because the response you're going to get is going to be terrifying.
Yeah, no, you'll
I'm
fucking
not a nice
eviscerate.
person.
No, I watched your Twitter feed yesterday. It was fucking insane.
It was well deserved. We're joined by Marc Maron.
Yeah.
Hi, Marc.
This is, how are you, fellas? I appreciate you having me over.
Been a long time coming, dude.
It has been.
Yeah.
And I haven't been avoiding you.
No, I think
I
you've made
just
it- I
really
think-
didn't want to make the time.
No, you suddenly have...
Given your trajectory.
No, that's true. That's true. Oh, that's so true.
Given your
And
career trajectory, you've made the right choice.
You have.
I mean, you could end like you've clearly. You either are now so confident in your career that this won't fuck it up, or
No, I love
This
you
might be the
guys.
beginning of the end.
There was this issue. You got drive out here. It's a closet, and I got.
yeah, it's unappealing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it a closet?
Well, no, I appreciate your commitment, given that we're in a house.
Yeah.
And there seemed to be room in the house. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
is
but
there
the
room
problem
in the house?
is
there
the
is
sound
the
isn't
sound
as
was
good.
terrible.
No, I like
yeah.
it. Like it also is a testament to your relationship that I can sit in here with your wife's clothing. Or is this all yours? It's unclear to me.
No, the dresses are Greg's, and the suits are Mary's.
Yeah, the maxi skirts are mine.
Okay, all right. I just
Yeah,
wanted
If you
to
see
be
anything
clear.
with lace, that's Greg.
But that is a testament to, to that she lets you do this
Yep.
in here and bring
By the way, a
people in
bunch of
here.
women just went. They're called maxi dresses. You cunt. So I fucked that up. But that's
I
all
don't
right.
care.
Yeah.
Are you worried
I fucked
about
it up.
that right now?
A little bit.
No, he is.
So what's
I
going
do.
on? You know, a lot of people think.
Wait, you're already taking over?
I love it.
He's interviewing
I
me.
love
it was
it.
like 30 seconds in.
No, but we're both
he
best.
turned.
No.
He did a
He's
little
just gonna
bullshit
say-
up top.
he's gonna
he
say
let
all
us
the things-
talk,
he's
and then
gonna
he
say-
turns to me and he starts interviewing
The
me.
great thing is he's going to say all the things I can't because I have to see you next week. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to keep this afloat. He's just going to say the shit that's been on my mind forever. This is my finest fucking hours having him as a guest.
Yeah.
No, it's great to see you. I like seeing you.
I know. People think people think we fight all the time, but it's all
No, on
he's
Twitter,
joking.
Well, they don't realize that we like to hurt each other because it makes us feel alive, and there's there's so few people that can do it to us effectively,
It's
right?
fucking emotional
gotta
mumbledy
know-
peg. You guys fucking go stabbing at each
You
other
gotta
and then
know
bam,
the other
finger.
guy well.
Yeah, and to hurt them
It's a little bit-
as deeply as we both
It's
do.
a little bit like
But
therapy,
as a person that knows both of you, everything you're saying is true.
Yes,
I know. Like
we know
all the fucking digs are like real thoughts. Like that's a real thought you're having about Dave and his fucking how sad his life is, and he's going right back at you with the same shit that he believes about you.
yeah.
It's not actually fake at all.
Yeah.
It's real. It's just you guys are both kind of cool with it.
Yeah, well, it's all worth it to hear Dave do whatever he calls a laugh there. Do you know that his laugh is the exact same sound you'd hear if he were dying? There's no
Is it weird? I guess it's weird for you to hear an honest laugh, like an actual honest laugh.
I like it. I laugh the same way you do. It has to hit me hard, and then you sort of like you wheeze.
Oh my God, that's great.
No, I deflected that completely. The shot you took at me, I deflected it. Good. But all I hear is honest laughs. If I'm getting laughs.
I think that used to be true. I think you've got like that Elliott Smith type crowd now where
those are not laughers.
They come out but you know, like when he would play at Largo and like he would inhale and everyone else would inhale at the same time. Like it was just like you have people now that are
no.
Your people are worried about you. No. Your people are worried about you.
My people are alienated, angry people that need relief, and they feel that I am a kindred spirit, which I am. And structurally, I wouldn't call myself a joke teller. Why am I defending myself?
You're not defending yourself. We just made a comment about your crowd, and you took it as an attack.
Yeah.
No.
I'm a fan.
Let's deconstruct it.
I was a fan. I would love to deconstruct it.
I said honest laugh. You just haven't heard an honest laugh. Yeah. Boom, hit number one. Yeah. Then I said, no, wait, I think I get. And then he says, no, let's think about it. Your crowd really knows you, and they're probably just trying to help you out, which was what I got from what you said. You basically said,
I was saying at this point.
You didn't say that.
No. What I meant was,
you now have a crowd. If you have a crowd that specifically comes to see you, and this is for any comic, it's going to be different and a little bit easier, and they're a little more attuned to what you're doing.
What are you basing this on?
We have that happen.
I wish there was a ring announcer here. Because the fucking scorecard is amazing. Like the shots are just coming.
I owed you one.
Yeah, it was all right.
All right.
It was pretty good. I would ask you that. I would ask you that. Is that because, like, I've talked to Cross about this. Like, there's a point where Cross is like, I can't really get an honest laugh unless I play in front of somebody else's crowd because most of the people that know me come out to see me, and then you're just preaching to the choir. Yeah. Do you ever feel that way? Like, it had. Look. Let's just be fair about your career. It hasn't been like that for most of it.
Yeah, let's just say, was it 2 years ago we went out to dinner at the 101 after a gig, and you had just started the podcast, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what's happening. Everything's fucked, basically.
Yeah.
And we ate ice cream, and it just made you feel worse.
Yeah, it was good. I know what you're saying, but it's interesting. I don't have thousands of people.
Like I saw you when we were in Montreal, in the Alternative Club. That was people to see you, but people to see everybody. So that was an honest room.
No. But even when I do go, like there's a weird thing because I have a lot of people that are coming out that aren't really comedy people. They don't go to comedy shows. Right. Sometimes I'm their first comedy show. They have a very unique relationship with me because of the podcast. Yep. So I wouldn't call them easy because the sense is that I can speak seriously about things. And the way I speak on the podcast is not always going for the laugh. So they can sort of indulge me in that, like they'll go along with things. Right. But the laugh has to be genuine. I mean, they're not going to, because they're used to hearing me not say funny things.
Yeah.
They're used to hearing me, just talk.
Yeah.
And then when I do say something funny, it's very surprising. Is that what you were looking for? You fucking asshole.
Oh, he's a cunt. He's a cunt. He is a cunt. He's a cunt.
Yeah, everyone's surprised when I make a funny, Dave. Yeah.
I think, all of Hollywood.
Uh-huh. Sure.
It just got really fucking weird. We should talk about something else now.
But does that mean you get to, like, I always feel the pressure to just be funny all the time. Does that mean that you now get to, like, tackle subjects you didn't before?
Dude, I never felt that pressure. You're talking.
I know, you're right.
I mean, like, I do, but I've relaxed a lot more, and I think my stand-up's pretty good. But there's definitely times where I'll get out on the ice and I'll just be talking about something. It doesn't go anywhere, and they're not going to sit there and go, "It's okay, buddy."
Right?
They're sort of like, "Oh, all right, this is uncomfortable."
Also like, well, he's not always funny on the show, so this is all right.
Well, I think so, but I'm still dealing with, like, I went to Philly, and I would say most of the shows, they all sold out, but I think the Saturday show was about, like, my people will outnumber people who are just there because, let's just go see comedy, which is great because then, like, people who would generally sit there and go, I don't fucking get it.
They feel pressure.
They're sort of like, maybe I'm getting it.
Yeah, and I'm on the outside. Everyone's laughing,
and I kind of like that. But the comedy's going okay, but I never feel like I'm safe.
You don't feel safe?
No, I don't feel like I'm just going to go out there and ace it. I mean, I never feel that. I'm very excited when it happens still. I don't feel like, hey, these are my people, I can sweep through this. Right. I wish the fuck I knew how to sweep through a set. I wish I had autopilot. The plane is crashing before it takes off.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. No, I do.
I don't.
You don't, right?
Well, I don't. Yeah, you've never made it into the cockpit.
You've been a passenger for so long.
The guy going, where how these controls work? I should have looked into this before
I
got
clouds. I have wings.
You're fucking in economy, bro. You're fully in economy.
Oh my God. Is this going well?
No.
Why not?
Isn't it? I think it's going fast. I
don't give a shit.
Is that right?
See, now what happened? See,
What happened?
Like you're all open and laughing, and now we go back. Now you're back into like, fuck it. But that's a default thing. Why don't you just stay open? Let love in, you fucking asshole.
Okay, so
What?
I'm just shutting him out like I do my dad right now because this is what it is. But
I am not your dad. I don't care about you.
no, then you are my dad. What are you doing for Christmas, Jew?
That's a good question. You know, when you live with somebody, as both of you do, you're married.
Is she Jewish?
No.
You said
Sanchez
that like
is not Jewish.
There was a little more to it than just no. You were like no, like it was. I
didn't light any candles. Nothing's really happening over there. We didn't buy a tree.
Nothing happened at all.
I'd done that last year, but the last two serious relationships I had are with non-Jews, and after a couple of candle lightings, you realize, well, this just looks alien and stupid to them. But I just didn't feel it. And now we're in this sort of thing. Like I'm like, what do you want for Christmas? She's like, I don't need anything, which is a lie.
Right. Because we know, yeah.
And then but I just bought her some things. But there's a difference between, I guess, a genuine Christmas present and an apology gift.
Or an obligation gift.
You mean apology?
I'm sorry. Here's a purse.
Christ, or like
no. There's no apologies that I'm going to be able to put out there that will get us off the hook for that. And I don't think it's clear. I think the jury's still out on that.
I would love to someday find out that the Jewish community had this secret, and they got a lot of secrets.
Is that right?
If they had this secret where you guys had like a Jesus doll that you brought out for Christmas and stabbed it on Christmas Day.
No, we actually crucify a small Jesus. Yeah, you get them at synagogue gift shops. It's called the Hanukkah Jesus. Everybody knows about that.
Hanukkah Jesus? You don't know about that?
Yeah.
I dated a few Jewish girls.
You burn his digits off each night of Hanukkah, and then he's only left with 2 digits left, and then we all just sit and laugh in our funny hats and nail him down.
Right, but they're these, bro.
Yeah.
How about that?
Oh,
nobody can see
they're
that.
They're the Satan digits.
Yep.
That's all that Jesus is left with, Satan digits. What?
Jesus Christ!
Spit it
Let's
out.
ask you a fucking question.
I just don't know.
Are you
guys roll here?
I was going to ask him.
Exactly like this.
Yeah.
Except less funny.
Where did you grow up again? You grew up in.
I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I was born in New Jersey.
I listened to the podcast.
Family's from Jersey.
But you grew up in Albuquerque.
I did grow up in Albuquerque.
Is there a lot of Jews in Albuquerque?
We were part of a small, frightened crew. We had a sort of kind of Talmudic wagon camp. You know what I mean? We'd all be sitting around the fire, and one scared Jew would go out and just make a round.
Were you one of those places where
that's actually the plot of the new Lone Ranger?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Were you one of those? Well, did you live in a place where you had to like hide it, or you would want to tell people, or where you would say I'm Jewish and people would look at you and be like,
no, there was a large enough community. There was probably about 500 families when we got there in like 72. And what's interesting about Jews is that, it's a community thing more than anything else, so you go to Hebrew school and you meet, the other Jews in town. And I got a call from a dude that I went to Hebrew school with, since 3rd grade the other day. Like we don't keep in touch, but there's that connection.
Like comics when you see each other on the road.
Exactly. There's that thing where it's like, okay, you feel that with Jews. But it never felt anti-Semitic to me until I went to camp and met someone from Oklahoma. Then that became...
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go again, dude. By the way,
That's
Oklahoma, we just got in trouble for fucking taking down the South.
What happened?
Did we get in trouble?
Oklahoma's not in the South.
It's not in the South. But we just know. But I'm just saying now. Yeah. No, but now
the
we're going
South
to hear
is
from
sensitive
Oklahoma
because there are good people, there are groovy people, there's shit happening in the South that is great. You go to Nashville, you go to Atlanta, you go everywhere. There are people, like even when I did Air America, the amazing thing about the South, outside of it being uniquely American and much it has a longer history than most other places,
right.
And cuisine and a sense of contempt.
Rich culture.
The joke I used to do about that is that there's ignorance in the American South that runs so deep it actually has integrity.
Right.
But
it's true.
But
it is.
Yeah,
God,
it's got its own flag.
Yeah.
It's like a religion. It's got its own little fucking
But like when I was on Air America and we were doing the
music.
lefty political talk, we used to get phone calls from the South that were literally like, "Hey, I just want to thank you guys. I can't talk too loud. I'm at my parents'
in the South. I'm just in the South. If they hear
me, it's all over. You guys are fighting the good fight, and I gotta go.
They're all living down there like Anne Frank.
No, but there's some cool shit, man. Like I like going to Nashville. I like going to Atlanta.
The music out of the South is good. I mean,
but there's good food. There's good people. There's definitely a scene. These pants are from Nashville. I feel connected to it.
Like a necessary thing.
Are those
Emma Jean
and Willie?
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
What do those run? How much does those cost?
Yeah. That's hilarious. No. I know Emma Jean Willie.
Why?
Did they give those to you or did you buy them yourself? Because that's a spendy gene.
Well, no, I wouldn't have bought them myself.
They own a gas station and they make their shit. They have all their, they make their own shit in a gas station. It's pretty cool, actually. They're pretty impressive.
What's the cost?
It's a little bit much. There's a lot of people with beards around in their 20s. Yeah. And there's a lot, hey, there's a dog. I get it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Let's all go somewhere on a bicycle. Yeah, we get it. Everybody goes somewhere on a bicycle.
Are you going to come to the cookout on Friday?
The interesting thing is that is exactly where they made Kyle Kinane.
Yeah.
They actually just made him there. He came out in a pair of Selvage jeans and workbooks.
You know how much he had to pay him to promise they wouldn't make another one?
Look at this. But look, they just with
Kyle. These are the Selvage denim. But here's what happened. I have another pair that fit better, and I put these ones are the default pair of Emma Jean Willies because I had to wash them, and you're not supposed to. I'm not going to do this here. Look,
I heard you do it on the show. I'm sorry. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, look who I'm talking to.
I'm wearing a pair of fucking Selvage jeans myself.
How much are they?
I don't know because at the time I shopped, they're $250.
Yeah, they're $250.
At the time I shopped there, though, my manager was with the organization that also managed the company.
Yeah,
not the store, but represented them. The brand. So I got like half price. And that's why I went.
Here's what we've done a little. I've stolen a little bit from them, and this is a very interesting thing. But like,
I doubt it.
The reason you fucking.
I don't think it's gonna be interesting.
You're so fucking happy that I did because you fucking make money because I do. I don't think looked at what they do is they put themselves out on the internet and basically said we make this shit at home.
Yeah.
And people look at it and there's the shop and there's them and there's their whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was basically like it was like transparency.
Yeah.
And as soon as we started fucking making T-shirts, just so people knew we weren't fucking around, we took shots of because we want people to know we're really doing this, and that appeals
what they're coming
to people.
From is like they put a little thought into the effect of it.
Yes.
I think yours is probably just reading is sort of desperate, and we need to help this guy. Am I wrong?
I mean, I'm not. Well, and no, you're not wrong at all. I mean, I think there's a real sadness to ours. However, it's still a brand. It doesn't matter.
I do that with my jokes.
Yes.
Yes, I take pictures, snapshots.
I'll be honest with you, though. Here's what
Here's
what you get into with that, though. Is that like I bought their black jean, which looked like a classic black jean.
I think it's called a bleen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Do you guys cut out stuff?
Yeah, we definitely.
We're definitely going to cut out you thinking that was real.
I thought we were going to cut out you thinking that was funny.
I know it was funny.
We're keeping all of this.
Nothing gets cut out. I think part of the magic of this show is that
we'll probably add some other stuff too.
Yeah,
like we'll throw some Kinane in there.
We'll have to, when you're gone. Yeah. When you leave, we'll have to come back and like riff some funny stuff.
We'll put some of our Pete Holmes leftover stuff from when he was here. Never been here. Never been. He's never been in the closet.
Oh no, you
can't get a hold of him.
No, he is in the closet.
That's a different closet. I called Conan. Conan thinks he can get a hold of him for me. He'll be
maybe you should call Hardwick because I hear he's
good. I've called Hardwick's bookers.
Oh, there you go.
I have to audition for Nerdist.
Did you get the booker's assistant? Or
yes. They're coming up to see me at the Improv.
Oh, you see? Then maybe this
fingers crossed, everybody.
I just got booked on Nerdist Jr., which is a podcast that is not Chris, but it's another guy naid Chris. And you do that like 5 times, and then you can get on Nerdist.
They bring you up.
I just realized why I might not have come over here is that I was like, I think I'm above the sort of attacky, bittery thing, but I knew that when I got in here with you guys said
I don't think there's any attacking. These are just all hugs. You just don't know what they're like anymore.
Well, here's how I
don't fucking touch me.
Here's how I defended my bitterness. I'm just being honest.
That's all.
I mean, what people can't handle honesty.
Can't say
that guy's an asshole. Everyone thinks so. Am I right?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Honest,
What difference does it make?
Yeah. No, it makes a big difference.
Oh, here's black jeans. So So I get the black ones, right? And their whole thing is like, don't wash them. You can't wash them. And after a while,
what do you mean don't wash them ever?
Hang out. It smells like balls, right? You're like,
no, but I don't know.
Guy.
Why can't you wash them? What? Does the color go out, or what's the fucking deal?
That if you don't, they age in a very specific way, and you can't. You don't. And nothing looks like it.
But they're unclean.
Right. No, but that's the thing is that they don't get that dirty. And if they get really stinky, you throw them in the freezer overnight, and it kills everything. But I've grown to be able to rinse them in cold water.
You almost literally create your own wax out of. Literally, it's like waxing the jeans from the inside.
We did that with Finn when he was a baby.
Well, and I
get really dirty. We put it in the freezer overnight, and then we just crack the shit off.
I have this thing that creates its own wax whenever I want it to.
Is it called your balls?
It may not be wax either.
The smell is the problem.
It's clearer.
Yeah.
The point is, there's like a,
so your balls
if you wear your jeans around for a while, then you get like a film on them. So that's what they're talking about. They're aging it like.
And also they fade differently. They definitely fade a specific way. But anyway, so I get the black ones.
Disgusting.
It's not. You don't smell as much as you think. It doesn't. It's not.
You have not been near my balls. Like you haven't been in.
But
my pants.
But my dad told they used to do that in the 50s.
Yeah.
You didn't wear your pants. My dad goes, you would get white cords, and you get blue jeans. You never wash them.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
You put them in the freezer?
Yep.
Okay. So the black ones. Here's the problem with the myth is the black ones are made out of a fabric that is not denim, and they look great. But I washed them once. To get them, sort of like that. I didn't think the same applied as the jeans.
Right.
So they come out and they've got all these white crinkles all over them. Like they literally look like wherever they just had white veins all over them, like slightly gray.
I've seen that.
And I was like furious.
Those are just your own legs.
Well, I called up and I'm
they
like,
had,
what
they
the
had varicose veins.
Well, I said, what the
pants.
fuck, happened with these pants? I mean, I washed them once in cold water, and they right away they were like, oh, that's marbling. And I'm like, right, marbling, sure. So you've got to answer for I wasn't told about the marbling.
Let me get off my unicycle. Let me tell you something. And then he popped out from his unicycle in
he's already talking to you on his
Hold on, I got to put my beard over my shoulder.
Just a minute. I'm wearing a vintage Wrangler flannel. Now listen to me.
Oh, drop my monocle.
But I got into it so hard, dude, that even when the threads, like I got a flannel shirt from them too, and the stitching around the buttons started to come out, and I was like, this stuff is supposed to last as long as it's supposed to, as what it looks like. What you're ripping off.
Yep.
It's supposed to last that
long.
They were very good about everything. They're like, just send it back, and I sent it back, and then they sent it back to me. But I won't buy stuff there anymore.
Yep.
The brand is. Just learned about is Felsen. You know Felsen?
No.
Me neither. Except I went over to the fucking Levi's store in San Francisco. You know how they do those partnership design deals sometimes? Well, they did it with this company named Felsen, and I bought this waxed cotton jacket, a Levi's jacket, but it was made by Felsen. So I look up Felsen. All right.
By the way, I have my dick out, everybody.
Yeah. So
I'm just gonna. If I get quiet, I'm just
on this podcast is finally talking to him about.
I'm not going to help you out
well for anybody else.
I won't need to help with your dick.
I'm not even going to fucking touch it. I'll come.
But Felsen is like some outrigger kind of like LL Bean thing out of Seattle from the late 1800s. It's been around for years. A little pricier than LL Bean.
Sure.
Cool shit though. So and I don't like to relate to you completely, but I went and bought this jean jacket. Then I went and I looked up Felsen. Spent about 2 hours on that website, not buying anything, just sort of like,
it's like porn.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, you lost?
I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care.
Let's talk about what you hate.
You.
A lot of.
We are doing that right now.
You should care because I give you a lot of my. I give Dave a lot of my stuff.
You do?
I do.
Yeah, he does.
What do you like?
My stuff.
The
like
sad
this
kid?
he gave me.
He gave you that shirt?
I don't fucking. I think he feels that I need to dress better because I don't give a shit. No. I used to dress nice.
I remember when you used to when you were thin, right?
Yeah.
You purge.
It's hard to buy fatty
and I
clothes.
purge every once in a while, so I just give it to him.
Well,
or Angelo.
Yeah, I mean, I think of that like if I was left to my own devices, I'd be more like you. But I'm somewhere in between you two.
You used to wear leather. You used to wear leather pants.
A few times.
Yeah.
For a while, there was you wore them for like 6 straight months.
Did I?
Yeah, Jesus Christ! It was like a fucking. You were in the Doors or something. Like it was a long extended.
Right. Okay, you're right.
And you pour. And you would get up every morning. You pour patchouli oil into it.
I still wear
fucking walk out. I can't. Don't.
Do you remember when Mark would do his? He would also do his sets shirtless and take his dick out.
That was Tom Rhodes.
Why patchouli? Seriously,
why? Fucking Tommy.
Why patchouli oil? It's like a dirt dust moss combination.
Yeah.
That's not pleasant.
It's grounded.
It's not grounded. It's like you're being dragged in the dirt. It's grounded, but it's not like.
You want to know really where it came from?
pleasant.
The first time I ever was introduced to patchouli was by a girl years ago named Lauren, who I dated, and she was kind of witchy and not a hippie in any way.
Like a Wicca.
Not Wicca. No, she's a welder. She was a sculptor. She's still she does metal work.
That doesn't sound like a witch. It sounds like an artist.
She is an artist, but she sort of made bags, like little mojo things. But she wore patchouli, and I was taken with it. Like little spell bags, like little, like you put a little this and that and a little
like
that
tea?
and that. No, like
spells.
like
actual
mojo
spells.
bags.
Like she put rabbit hair and a little bit of ear,
a little bit of person.
But she wore patchouli. I was so taken by it. I actually love the way it smells, and I think that it smells good on me. And I'm fine with it. It's what I
went
wear.
I went through a vanilla oil thing when I was dating Garofalo, and then she
drew the line on that.
Fuck you.
She would buy it for me.
She's the type of girl that would do that, right?
She would buy it for me.
I tried the vanilla, but that was I'm a patchouli guy, and I'm still in it.
It's polarizing, right? It's not like a.
I don't even smell it anymore. That's the funny thing. I took a flight with Annie Letterman. Do you know Annie Letterman? She's a comic from New York, and she's like, the whole plane smells like patchouli, don't you? I'm like, no. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's got an intense vibe. I don't mind it.
It's dirt. It's one of the dirt odors.
It does taste
like oil.
We have talked about this on the podcast. It tastes exactly like what a musk stick. Like have you ever had a musk stick?
I only buy it at one place. There's only one oil that I'm very locked into. It's a place in San Francisco.
You can't switch oils.
No, I'm not gonna.
No, because patchouli has so many different smells.
It does. There's different concentrations
idiots.
of shit. Who's an idiot?
Jesus Christ.
No,
Are you
he's
serious?
an idiot.
What?
No, but you're
It
both.
just all smells like fucking.
What do you do? I'm seriously. What do you do?
It smells like you dragged a rabbit through dirt.
Like,
it's not
like when the.
Hey guys, I wear polo silver. Anybody?
I find what's going on.
It's crisp. Super crisp.
I am the truth seeker.
Oh, is that what you are? Is that what you're at home? Hey, I can't take your call right now. I'm very close to a very important truth. And I'm about to.
Someone's got to crack patchouli open.
I think we solved it.
We took it down. It just kind of came one way. It's literally like the Black Crow showed up. It's not a big deal. It's totally fine. I got it. It's like you always have a rug with you.
Look, here, it's like you bury all your pants in dirt.
If you
it's like you have a dirt garden out back and you bury your pants and then you put them back on.
For me, it has a very, very specific Grateful Dead thing, because if you grew up in San Francisco, like
that might be why I hate it.
Interlocked.
That's the
negative.
Because that's why I grew up near all the Dead.
Yeah.
Like
but
they were in the Deadhead kids were in my school, not the kids that listened to it. They're the band.
But that's why I thought it was actually kind of cool that you and Garofalo were, because I thought you guys were not like the Dead,
right.
and I actually thought it. So that sort of changed it for me a little bit. That's why I went through it for a while. But
the
then
negative connotation
is the Dead.
Is the hippie shit thing.
I think dirt is a negative connotation. Like I think
why are you against dirt?
I'm not against dirt, but it's not a pleasant odor. It's not an odor that makes you go, this
Have you ever
is great.
stepped out in your yard when you're laying some sod down or something and felt connected to things?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I want to smell like that.
Why not?
I feel connected to stuff when I take a shit, but I don't want to go out smelling like shit.
Well, then you should maybe change things up because it's happening. He's so locked into that.
It is happening.
So it was like I saw the door opening, and I'm like, God, you're just going to open that door. I'm going to get to.
Do you want to talk about 10 minutes about how you walked in there, or what?
The door that you opened?
We're taking a break.
We'll be right back.
We're going to change
Yeah, we always just take a break.
Because that was fucking bullshit.
I liked it.
I
thought it was good.
No, just the end part.
Oh, yeah.
You're an asshole.
Welcome back to Walking the Room. I am
Dave Anthony.
Dave Anthony.
Disappointing.
Did you think
every time? Do you think that every time?
And that's great.
Every time.
And this is Marc Maron.
Wait, do you
Just
think that
once.
people tuned out during that break? Do you think that people are just
do
picking
it.
up the show
people
now?
People might skip forward. You don't know.
And you're
It's also just nice. Like you went away for a little bit, you come back in. Have you ever heard of a reset? You did fucking radio.
I know,
but you actually
we have some radio habits, so we still do.
Yeah, you do it. Actually, used to do it 3 times a show. We do it. Nothing changes. You would go from your monologue to a guest to sometimes you had a character at the end.
And I would never introduce anybody.
With us, it's just sad, and then it's just a break, and then it's
no. But the
stupid,
reset when it's on demand is sort of unnecessary. It's not like
what if we just took a commercial break?
And here's
you don't know we didn't.
And this is
but no one's coming in now. No one just got in their car and turned this on.
You don't know where this is gonna. We don't know where this podcast is gonna where it's gonna be in 10 years. It might just be in a fucking Ford Focus on a bunch of podcasts, and someone could just skip to the middle. You don't fucking know what's gonna happen with this.
We're preparing for the future. By the way, in the future, we're on a Ford Focus.
Yeah.
Like it didn't get any further. Like
I know something I want to talk to you about.
Hang on. What?
Stitcher.
Yeah. What about it? I just hosted the Stitcher Awards. I had to give Chris Hardwick the Comedy Podcast of the Year award.
What? Oh my God! It never ends with you. You've just switched. You've gone to another arena of your, from stand up to this to that, and now you're in another thing, and you got to give a guy the best of. There's always a thing.
It was okay. It was funny. Like Stitcher for me.
What did you think of the whole Stitcher fight?
Why don't you explain Stitcher to anyone?
Okay, Stitcher is a
platform.
A platform that people can listen to podcasts on.
On BlackBerry.
And
and in cars.
Some podcasts, they're a sponsor of yours.
No.
Or they weren't they for a while?
Well, the argument initially, the problem people had was that they take
the feed.
They weren't taking your feed. You want to take the feed. What they were doing was they were recording the show and putting it on their feed.
Right.
What people wanted was that, we want to be able to count the number of downloads we get off Stitcher, so use our feed.
And they also wanted a cut of the advertising that they were selling on their shows.
Well, that's the nature of the platform. It's not even a cut. They're just going to take your show and put other ads in it.
Which is kind of lame. Yeah,
but I do get like a quarterly check from them for this or that. And my view was that we have an app that you can't get on BlackBerry, and people can listen on BlackBerry. And Stitcher's been okay, but I didn't have the same argument other people did because we were always getting our numbers.
Okay, I know. I personally think their model is horseshit.
Someone's going to do it. That's the thing.
Someone's going to do it, but they're using other people's content. Like if you
you should be getting paid. You should be getting something if they're using your content.
They're using like they did that with Comedy Film Nerds. They took their feed and then they played it on their own thing, and they were selling ad money, and they went, "Hey, you guys have to cut us in on the ad money."
And they did, right?
No.
They didn't?
They never did.
So did they pull the show?
Yeah.
We get a little something, it's not a lot, and I don't. We're okay, They wanted me, they paid me to come do the awards, and it was a fun gig. I got to see Jack.
What happens at the Stitcher Awards?
It was just a small ceremony, and they're basically kind of reaching out. What the interesting thing about it was, quite honestly, if I'm going to spin it in a way where I'm not going to shit on. There's nothing to shit on for me. The main reason we stayed with Stitcher and we still do is that people that can't get it other ways can get it that way. But the interesting thing was, I think what they were doing was actually trying to sort of validate podcasting. There is definitely a difference between a podcast and a show that is a radio show and then becomes a podcast. So a lot of the podcasts who won awards and who were up for awards were these NPR shows. So just the fact that they had to come down off the mountain and mingle with us pirates was pretty great. You know what I mean? It's because they got to do something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's over there.
Yeah.
It's
the radio
over when you go. Yeah, and I know Perry's on listening right now and saying
he totally agrees.
Yeah.
But it's the thing is,
it's he's working a Nerdist.
But if you're
the best,
if you got a tight regional morning show, if you got a drive time show, I think they're still pretty great and pretty essential. I think that people like hearing what's going on, in their area.
Right.
You build a relationship. But so I think drive time, for the most part, is going to remain.
Right.
But the rest of it, who the hell knows?
Yeah.
I
just did Brian of Marc and Brian's radio podcast. They were big radio guys.
Well, I think the real question is that a lot of these guys, and I think the issue we've all had with radio personalities is that, they're huge in their market, and you would get up from a hotel to go do radio, and you'd walk in, and this dude has an ego the size of the region,
crazy,
and you're like, who the hell is this guy?
King of Peoria,
$10,000. This guy, Marc Maron, is here.
But you got to respect him for trying. That it must be a weird thing to like, and I think it is for anybody to come out of a medium that you're incredibly successful at, even if it's regional radio, and then sort of be forced to sort of like start with no corporate mommy or daddy.
Right.
You know, like a lot of us in show business get a little spoiled where you're like, just do it for me. Where do I go with my act and pay me the money? You know, like a lot of it's pretty cush shit. You know, if you made your numbers, you make a damn good living.
Oh, fuck yeah, you can.
And now all of a sudden it's like, I got to do it myself. All right. And you don't know how many people you can get or how you're going to get them. It's just
how
like,
you're going to make money. They don't
right,
know
yeah,
how to make money.
And right. And how we started, it's just like, well, how am I going to get people to listen to this?
You got to sell bracelets.
It's a scary thing.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's mainly the way you make money in podcasts. Although I will say there's a pretty big podcaster who was at the comedy, the festival, the podcast festival, and I said, "Do you sell shirts?" And he goes, "No, I bought it was 10,000 mugs." He put his money in coffee mugs.
Yeah,
and he says he can't give more.
Can't get rid of them, right?
People don't want to sell coffee mugs. It's not.
We
good.
do okay with
right?
merch, you know. I mean, it makes some money. I like to have it for the people. I like that.
But I like when I was listening to your podcast at the beginning when you just had the coffee sponsorship and you were going to the post office. Like it was a like I think
it's a little out of control.
It's fucking hard.
Yeah,
well, no, it's
your life. The first when we first started selling the donation packages, like it was just my entire house was filled with envelopes. With T-shirts. Like
I went over there. They were all over the place.
It was crazy. And I'm like, and now like the company I'm dealing with is okay, and we just introduced a new shirt, the Boomer Live shirt, and people dig it. And, kick a little back. Yeah.
We all lost a pet recently.
You killed your cat?
Mm-hmm. We took it to the vet.
The one you tried to give me?
Yeah.
Why'd you?
Could have been a great Boomer replacement. It would have been short term. It just mostly cares about food, you know, not like
it was just like
deal.
a pillow that you feed.
It's just like a fat ball of just eat. Like it didn't care about anything else. It would have been a great temporary. Here's what happened. I took the cat to the vet because it was acting weird, and he picked up it had an eating disorder. It just wouldn't stop eating. He picked up the
it's
cat
weird
box.
How pets act like their owners.
He picked up
It's kind of true. It's really, really true. Look, you guys shared a pie.
It's all right. I love anything with a
just
cream situation.
Yeah.
Creamy sauce, or just a creamy filled something. Yeah. So he picks up and he goes, "Oh boy." And he goes, he goes, "How old is it?" And I go, 14. He goes, this is very bad. He goes, "I can tell you right now, this cat is absolutely diabetic just by picking it up and knowing the age." And I told him what was happening with it, and he goes, "You're about to hit the period where this animal just falls apart. Based on what you're telling me, it falls apart." And he goes, and we talked about it, and he goes, "I can tell you right now, this cat needs to be put down because this cat's about to go through hell physically. So that's why I think it would have been a great cat for you."
I feel like that.
Just an animal falling.
That's like a doctor that just wants to. Like, I mean, how could you not say that to somebody? I mean, that's a guy that fucking spins the shot in his hand and then just pops it in.
Yeah, but
he does it all afternoon wrong.
Yeah, but
he's just killing things. You know what? How long have you had this thing? I think he's 5 weeks old. But can I tell you something?
It's an honest vet because he could have made another $1,000.
Yeah, he probably could have
off of this cat.
Oh yeah, no, they can work you forever and make tons of money,
especially if you're like a crazy animal person.
And I knew he wasn't going to do that because he works out of a mobile home.
Oh yeah,
and he's just behind the Ralph's supermarket. No, it's a guy. It's a guy with a.
What do you used to put the cat down?
It's a guy with a mobile home.
How did they put the cat down? With a hammer?
A hammer. I mean, a clawless hammer. So it's not really a hammer, right? What do you call that?
I had to put a stray down, and it was difficult.
A mallet. I think we call it a mallet.
I remember we talked about it. You called me up. I told you can't because you cats with the cat AIDS.
Yeah, and he was he was a wild cat. But like then all of a sudden I started to realize that like a lot of these cats making the rounds just because they don't let me touch them. I don't know if that's someone's cat down the street. Yeah,
you could be killing someone's cat who's just like, "Hey, do you got any tuna?"
Yeah, right.
You're like, "All right, I'm going to put you down, motherfucker."
Yeah. Well, no, he was really sick, but it was like, and then I started wondering, it was the Boomer thing, karma. You know what I mean?
Oh man, was that your cat?
Yeah, right.
Oh, dude, I just put that thing down. You gotta stop doing that, Mark. That's the 7th pet that wasn't yours that you fucking put down this week.
Oh shit, was that your kid? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I thought that kid was a stray.
He had like a fever. Something hot. Or was just like.
Was it your kid had the cross eyes? Oh god, I put that one down.
He's been on my deck for 3 days.
I didn't understand. I mean, I actually chained him there because I didn't want him to get away. So that could have been my fault, but I just had to put him down. It was just one of those things that happens.
Not a nice kid.
No, it was.
No,
He
bad
got
kid.
really cranky very quickly.
And wouldn't look at both his eyes in both my eyes. Like, there's something wrong with that, right? I know he's cross-eyed, but it's just
Put him
fucking
down.
bullshit.
How many times do you want to hear somebody say "daddy" before you? There you go. Down.
I now have a deaf black cat on my deck.
What? Deaf?
It's the weirdest thing.
And
dude.
is this a new cat?
It's a stray cat. It's been coming around for
Does it have a
little
name?
while. Deaf black cat is the name of it.
Oh, I think we should give it a...
I like deaf black cat.
So, DBC?
There's Scaredy Cat.
DBC we're going with?
Scaredy Cat is another stray. I don't know where he's been, but he'll show up again. But this deaf one is a little weird. I don't put out as much food now because Boomer's not out
How
there.
do you know it's deaf? Like, can you walk up behind it with two trash can lids and bang them together and he'll just sit
It's
there like an
weirdest thing,
asshole?
'cause, like one time I saw it, the first time I saw it, it was just eating out there. And I opened the door right where he was, loud, and nothing.
Yeah.
And then I'm right on top of it. And then he's like, he looks up like, but you imagine them.
That one's, you should call that one Furry Grandpa.
But how does a fucking cat like that? You imagine what it
How
has
does it
to go through
survive?
Yeah, as a wild cat with no hearing.
Oh, I can't imagine.
It's unbelievable.
But also,
It's
I don't know if that matters because it's not like coyotes come up behind you going, hey, 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 hey.
I think that's exactly what they do.
But the other cat's like, "You hear mouse? What? Do you hear mouse? I'm sorry. Do you hear mouse? I'm fucking know what you're saying, dude. I'm fucking."
Use your words a little bit slowly
Use
so I
your
can
words.
read your lips. Use your words.
Use your cat
That's what
mouth.
cats say. They don't talk very well.
Do you
But
miss
use
your
your
cat?
words.
No.
Do you? Yeah,
That's the
you
thing
do.
about that cat
Boomer's
is it
big.
became a horrible old cat. Like it went from being like a nice cat to being just a hairy cunt. Like it just was an awful.
See, Boomer was so part of the deck situation. Like, you know,
well,
I'd walk
Boomer was like an
outside.
outside thing that was
Yeah,
like
and he was like
he was like
there.
the one like a fountain out on the
Yeah.
lawn. Like he was a thing.
Yeah.
that was out
We had to
there.
put a fountain down once.
Oh,
It was really ugly.
that drained that water. huh?
we
Watch
had
it
to-
die.
So gross. Yeah,
That's
then you
so
have to
sad.
break them open,
Yeah.
and
So
there's,
sad.
there's a hose hook to
So
it.
sad.
It really was gross. We had to put it down, but it was, they get like that.
Well, once they start producing
Well, they're
chocolate,
so cute though when you get them when you first
Yeah.
get your first fountain.
and then they turn mossy.
Yeah, that was when I was in a rap band.
Yeah.
We put a dog down, and we're about to have to put down another one very
Yeah.
soon because it won't
Double
walk. You can't
dog.
walk on the hard floors. Like it's just
sisters.
17 and a half. And,
My mother was the euthanizer of animals. I grew up with
Really?
a lot of dogs, and there was like, she would just there was dogs, there was cats, and she would eventually put them down.
Before their time, or
No. She's a big animal lover, and she just got another dog. And but I had old English sheepdogs. But the reason I bring it up is just because I remember like she just dealt with this shit, And I remember I was in college, and I came home from college for the first time. And I was like my own man, right? So I said to my mom, like, I'm not doing any of your errands.
Fuck yeah.
All right, don't leave me those notes.
Yeah.
On the
Because you don't need
counter.
that shit.
Yeah,
You're a
you don't
man.
need
Yeah,
notes.
I'm a
You
man.
You don't leave
now.
notes for a man.
Men don't read notes.
Yeah,
my new book.
It's like I got
Men
my
don't
own
read
things
notes.
to do.
You do. Fuck yeah, you do.
And like literally the first day I'm home, I get up and there's a note on the counter.
Yeah.
And she's like, I know that you said no notes,
there's a
but
no-note
could you
policy.
please take Raglan to the vet and have him put to sleep?
Yeah. Hey,
yeah,
hey, big man.
yeah.
You
Go-
want a man duty?
Go kill the dog you grew up with. That's the only errand I'll have you run.
Oh my God! Here's the one note. God, Mark, you gonna get me for one note? One fucking note?
Hey, listen, new tough guy. Can you kill the dog?
I didn't do it.
You didn't.
No, she did it.
So you were.
I stood by
Not a
my note.
man.
It was a
You
no,
were
no, it was a
not-
note thing. It was about the
Oh,
note.
you were. I was about to know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, I
sure,
was
sure,
there.
sure.
When
Not a pussy dog.
when my this is a hilarious story.
I
When
love
I
it if it's
first
about animal
when
deaths.
I first brought it's got a lot of cool stuff in it. When I first brought Amira to meet my family, my mom got cancer, and we were at the hospital.
So far,
and
this
my
is
dad
great.
and so Amira
had to
was
put
like
your
my
mom
new
down?
girlfriend. Here's the thing: you get the wrong person in the wrong car. Fuck, we send the cat to fucking the
And then the
oncologist.
cat ate his
Turns out
mom.
the cat's fine; it's in full recovery. My mom was down. So my dad, Amira, literally said to my dad, "Is there anything you can do?" She goes, he goes, "Will you put the cat down?" She goes, "You got to be fucking kidding me! I don't even know you people." He's like, "This cat."
That's
has
better
to
though,
die."
because you have no relation to the cat. It's easier
to do that than to
kill
put my
it.
mom down.
Yeah.
Well, no,
No.
but my sister wouldn't do it. My sister wouldn't.
But Amira put your mom down, and your dad
but
took the cat.
This
right?
was one of those places where they were like, or you can fill it full of water every day, and if you can,
I'm sorry, are we talking about your mom?
They get dehydrated,
They get
yeah.
dehydrated. Where you have to put a needle in the
Subcutaneous
cat
What are
and
you
fill it full
talking
of
about?
water.
You
Yeah.
shoot the cat with
Yeah.
a syringe to
Yeah.
fill it with water?
Subcutaneous
My mom, you had to
water.
fill full
Where
of
are
scotch.
you putting the syringe?
that was dark. What I
Like
just
under
said.
the
What'd you
skin,
do?
or
My mom, you had to fill full of scotch. that just went right by, so I had to say
Did you
it
ever try
again.
that with
Yeah.
a cat?
I tried it with me for a while.
Somewhere my dad just felt a ripple in the force and picked up a bottle.
Still drinking?
He felt a ripple in the force. Oh my God, that's amazing. A ripple in the force.
He had 2/3 of his stomach removed, and the first thing he said when I walked in the hospital was, "I can still drink the clear stuff." So he's just got a different path. Like he's interested in something.
But he
else.
meant urine. We should be right back.
So, you want to be right back?
It's got kind of dark in here. A little dark.
Let's be right back. Let's be right back.
I'm going to say this.
Oh, wait, we should fucking...
do our plugs?
I'm
Yeah.
Greg Barrett. This is Dave Anthony.
I'm Marc Maron.
Nice. I was resetting for you.
We have plugs. We have this Tuesday. It says the doors open at 7. We'll probably start the show at 7:30. It is a live podcast with Amy Mann and Jonah Ray of Nerdist.
He came over yesterday.
To your house?
Yeah. We listened to records.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
I love
Are
him.
you going to do his podcast?
Yeah.
You should. It's a music podcast.
Jonah Radio.
I have a hard time listening to a lot of music talk, but I like Jonah, so I've listened to it a couple times. You've done it, right?
Why? Because it doesn't make you angry enough to feel
No,
alive?
I just get bored.
Yeah.
I love listening to
I could
music.
listen to people talk
Talking
about
about
music all
music
day
bores
long.
the living fuck out of me.
I love
Just
it.
bores me.
Fucking, we
Because
should
you
talk
can't
about it right now.
walk in and go,
No, it's
you're
just boring.
wrong. You're stupid.
No, it's just boring.
Yeah. Okay.
It's got nothing to do with. I don't need to do that. I know that you're trying to
What?
Well, get in.
You're trying to push
get
a
in.
button, but it's just not working. So we'll strike that one up as a failure. Like that was just a massive.
I don't know, massive seems a
You
bit
just
more.
had a massive.
Isn't it interesting when
It hadn't even really.
the guys who...
I like talking about music. I mean, Mark and I like a lot of the same things.
He
It
just,
wouldn't be that
he
unlike.
just did your standard insecure angry man jujitsu, where like the tactic would have been to take the bait or just go, I have no idea what you're talking about. That's
Yeah,
really
I mean,
interesting. that whole.
I like music.
In
it's not
that
working.
false scenario, there's nowhere to go, so it's not real.
Doors open
Like,
at
you can have an honest
7:30.
reaction, which it doesn't
Amy
affect
Mann
you.
and Jonah
Yeah.
Ray. It'll be at Meltdown.
But
Nerdist Theater at
you
the Meltdown.
can also
how
do
we,
that,
How are we
but
supposed to
that's
say
aggressive.
that now?
That's not passive aggressive. That's just
It's-
straight up aggressive
it-
by saying it doesn't bother.
Nerdist Theater
I
at
didn't do that. It just
Meltdown.
didn't-
Is it or
It
is
didn't
it
work.
or is
No.
it or is it
Yeah.
Meltdown? Are we allowed to say that it's Meltdown
What are you
Comics
talking
anymore?
about?
Is it
We're having
Nerdist
we're having
Theater?
a deep conversation. We're in couples therapy.
Yeah, I know.
This is why he always does this. Like you saw it. He always does that.
Well, he drives me to do
February
it.
2nd,
If he wouldn't
Starfish.
post-
I'm right
Brooklyn.
here. I'm right here.
If he wouldn't,
Al
poke-
Madrigal,
right
Will
here.
Anderson, the reigning
I'm trying
monarchs.
to talk to a therapist. If he didn't poke all the time, I wouldn't react the way I do.
I've asked you guys to be out of this relationship for a very long time.
He dragged
There's
me back
no,
into it.
there's no, I don't know
I
why.
didn't drag you in anything.
Yeah, check your Twitter feed, fuckface.
Oh, I've seen my Twitter feed, and it's a lot of language like that, fuckface, which is kind of what I'm talking about right now. So your girlfriend, very
Yes,
nice,
Jessica.
very nice young lady.
Big fan of
Jessica.
you fellas.
I love
Right?
Jessica.
Are we her favorite?
Yeah.
Does she have like a crush on me, or how does it work?
No, she says like like the things she says, sort of like it's really sad, but I like to listen to it.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable assessment.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't have a crush on you. She likes the show. She has kind of like she's been on a weird yeah dude.
I love yeah, dude.
Yeah dude. That she's been on that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Those guys are very likable.
I met him, Larriquette, in the weirdest way.
He was at our festival. Oh, you didn't go, but he was at the podcast festival. You gonna do the next one?
Yeah, he would. Oh,
Got it.
Yeah, boom, right?
That was it. That's all he needed. We closed up shop.
That was a
walking-
verbal contract.
I loved
correct?
it. Yep, that was it. There's a binding.
guitar store right on York by my house. And I went in there because I was we were shooting down the street.
Yeah.
And there was this big dude there with a beard and like almost hippie wearing a tie dye.
You told me this.
Yeah, and he's like, "You're Marc Maron." I'm like, "Who are you?" I'm John Larriquette. I'm like, "Oh my God, my girlfriend fucking loves you.
Yeah.
Can we take a picture so I can show her that I know you?" And he was watching the store for his buddy. Like
That's
that was
hilarious.
the weirdest thing.
That sounds like him.
Hey, he's a nice guy.
They're super nice guys.
Yeah, they're good guys.
And I recommend their podcast.
But yeah, Jess likes the show.
So she likes the show. So do you hear about us?
Yeah.
So it's
That's
one of
gotta
those
be fucked
deals.
up. Like it's barely
Dave
listenable in
did
first
this.
person.
I'm surprised she didn't tell you about the car accident. What's going
No,
on?
she did a little bit, but I don't know if she's
But
up
you don't
on
wanna
that. But
hear
she
it, or-
No, I just said, is he all right? And, and then how much do I have to invest in your fucking
I don't
life?
know. I mean, I thought we were friends. I mean, I would investigate further. If I heard you were in a car wreck, I probably would call you.
I would definitely tweet about it.
I would probably call you and go, hey, how are you doing?
I would do
I
a
don't
Facebook
think she got into detail with it. She just said he was in a car wreck. And
I would
I
blurt
said,
about
but
it.
he's
I would do a
okay?
Tumblr.
I think you,
I would
but
tumble.
It's weird. Like,
I'm gonna
you'll
tumble
call
it.
me
I'm going to take like a...
when you have to put a cat
take a
down. Like,
photo of-
I'm the go-to guy on
Mark,
like
and then I
animal
would
death.
tumble it on my
I think I called you
Raining
about something
Monarchs
else
thing.
recently, didn't I?
Indiegogo.
I can't remember what I called you about.
Campaign's doing pretty good. I'm sorry, I'm doing a cantricle.
What is that?
That's not even what it was called. You know, like in Simon and Garfunkel songs where there's one song being sung and then there's another complete different song but it's sung at the same time.
You know what that's
rhythm.
called in radio? Annoying.
It's called Thank God we're not in radio, you motherfucker. In podcasting, it's called
talking.
Annoying.
I know.
It's all over talking.
I know, but let's get past that. So what were we going to ask him about what he knows about your life and then our life?
I care about you. Wait a minute. I care about you, and I'm glad you're okay. And we talked a little on the break about your car accident.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've talked about it here like forever. And
Well, it was last week, so I talked about it once, and I told the story.
Yeah.
Maybe the best podcast we've ever done.
Yeah, then we got a prize or something, right?
Yeah, we got a prize.
Did I give it to you?
It wasn't for
AV
podcasting.
Club. We got
It was-
a nice prize from the AV Club.
They had a nice
Congratulations.
Fucking,
That
they
was
made us.
very-
Yeah, that was really
I'm
cool.
happy
They
for you.
included us.
Yeah,
they're
you're-
very nice people over there. They treat us nicely.
No, I was thrilled that you guys were in that list. Mm-hmm. There's not. I'm not. It's not loaded, dude. Why are you?
It is loaded.
Why?
Yeah, because you, whatever you
but Mark
think
likes
you've
me.
overcome in your life,
He's not-
you
it's not-
cannot give that compliment because there's just shit behind it.
Maybe the shit is yours. Maybe you're not. Why are you looking?
I think
why
I
are you
have
looking-
shit, but fuck you. You know that
I'm fucking happy. Why wouldn't I be happy for you guys? Why
It's
wouldn't I
still-
be happy for you? For you, I mean, you're no threat to me. You're
I mean,
you're
fucking
down on
A.
your luck.
Yeah.
I mean, if I
It's
were
so
to,
true. It's so true.
if I were to
It is.
not be
yeah, but
genuinely-
you don't like the idea that down on your luck sort of sad situation is in your
My
list.
story.
List like where.
No, yeah. I want you guys to win.
But here's the- but here's the thing, here's the
you
great-
need to beat Pete Holmes. You guys-
That's never gonna
It's
happen.
on you
Never gonna
guys.
happen. Never gonna
You
happen.
guys got to take down Chris Hardwick. And
Never
Pete
gonna happen.
Holmes. What do you mean? Why not? Let's come on, confidence.
What about
no.
Corolla? Why isn't Corolla in there?
He does a different thing.
Okay,
He does a different thing.
the douchebaggy thing.
No, he's a old time. He's like old style radio. Really, he does a daily show.
Yeah.
That's very specific, and he's his own guy, and he's good at it. And a lot of these guys are good at it. And I'm not my competitive streak. I don't know anything about healthy competition.
Right.
Here's how I compete. You threaten me. Fuck you. Did I win? No. Okay. So that's a game to me.
Okay.
So.
But see,
honestly, let me just put this straight.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
But
I like the medium. I think the challenge we all have is to bring more people to the medium in general. I like Pete. I have a healthy sort of tension with you. I have a not as healthy tension with Pete. Nerdist. I really pretend. I try to do what he does and just act like everything's great. So I'm learning.
But here's the thing. Here, I think there's two versions of this though, because I do think like there's what happened to you and what a lot of people hope happens to them when they start a podcast is, people don't really know where I'm at or where my career is, and maybe I'll have that trajectory. But I think you're the guy that had that trajectory.
Yeah, but I had no anticipation of that
at all, and it's honest and it's already recorded, so you don't even have to say that because it's on tape. But I think for a lot of people, like with us, or at least with me, this is a self-contained thing that is its own thing. It doesn't have to go beyond. I like that we're in the top 10 of that thing. It doesn't matter. We weren't last year. If we aren't next year, I'll be okay with it. But this helps all the other shit in a way that's immeasurable. I wouldn't have any stand-up career if it wasn't for this. And I'd have no band. I'd have none of those things if it wasn't for the people that listen to this. So for me, there's also that part of just being able to do it as a part of a bigger thing as opposed to the thing.
I understand that.
I don't want to have a network.
Yeah, I don't. No, me neither. That's the other thing is like, in those moments where you sit down and you're like, is there ever going to come a time where I can make money without having to, talk?
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's just, it's just not my. I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm not a forward thinker. I'm not a guy that sits and goes like, I got a plan to make money.
Right.
For me, it's just like it's just a horizontal tumbling through life.
Right.
And I found that I was good on this mic, but the weird thing about
not this one per se, but mics in general. You're talking about.
But the thing that happened with me is that I get antsy if I don't talk to people. Like if I don't have an interview for a couple weeks, I'm like, I'm squirrely. I need to I need to engage. And then when I have
an interview addict.
Well, it's I think it's conversation. I think it's connection. And
you start talking to people at the gym.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So how long have you been doing that much weight?
Huh?
Like when you started.
How many of those are about your mom? How many of these exercises are about your mom?
You
can't
ready?
tell me you don't press that much.
Come on, push. You hate your dad, push.
You ever think you're lifting to get away from something? Like it's your version of running?
Yeah. That's all right.
But sometimes before an interview, I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I going to say? How are we going to talk? And
because you don't know the person?
and it's weird.
I feel that way when we do this.
Yeah. All the time. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to the closet with Doris Day every fucking week.
Oh, that's a nice thing to say to me.
Great.
I love it.
Yeah, but it's so I get a lot out of it just personally, even if the mics weren't on. Like there's very few conversations where I don't walk out of it feeling something happened.
Do you ever say shit that your girlfriend hasn't heard yet?
Yes.
That you maybe should have talked to her before?
Yeah. But I did that with comedy
Do
too.
you
There's
get
always that moment
in
where
trouble?
There was only one issue around that, really, and it wasn't around the podcast. It was around a Conan appearance, which was, there was that period where we were broken up, and I sort of
I remember that.
Yeah, in a joke, I characterized her as a stalker, and that just fucking killed her. I
think most people don't like to be characterized as a stalker.
Yeah.
So,
right, but I had to apologize profusely. I don't do it anymore. If I am saying, something that she, doesn't know about at a comedy club, I literally preface the joke by saying, like, none of you guys can tweet about this. Like, if I'm gonna talk about this, you need to.
You guys,
whose friend are you? Right. Who are we here to see?
Don't fucking Romney me with your little fucking handy cam and give me the 47% treatment.
Would be a guy
no one does that to me.
Who was dragged there by his girlfriend who doesn't like you and is like, fuck this, I'm gonna fucking tweet this shit.
Yeah.
Is she on Twitter?
Yeah. But she doesn't do it much. She's like very private. She just doesn't like to be in deal with it. No, I've been good about that. I mean, after a certain point, you go through this with any woman you're with if you're a comic, because if you're a guy that talks about your life, you're gonna come up against that.
Yeah.
Where they're like, I don't really need to be talked about that way. I'm like, no, it's not really you. It's an idea.
But it is. That's the thing. Like I have now 35 minutes about my daughters.
Yeah.
That's definitely there are big shards of truth in it, but there are way stereotypes of both of them.
Yeah.
And I do feel, and it's good. It's some of the best material I've written. It's really real. Blah blah blah. But then it's also like, fuck. If one of them hears this, like at this age, to know that I think one of them's smarter than the other one, or this one, you know what I mean? Like in a comedic way.
It's going to hurt him.
It is, but at the same time, fuck, I haven't written stand-up like this before. Like where you go, God damn it, this is where I should be.
Those
is what
are
I'm
the
talking
risks
about.
You take as a stand-up.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
You're like destroying your family.
Wait till you have the chunk about how everyone left you.
Oh yeah,
that'll be a good.
Wait till you have the chunk where your daughter won't talk to you anymore because she saw one of your old tapes.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah.
I went to. Okay.
Is it worth it though?
Listen to this though. No, this is. How about this?
For that
How about this
laugh?
moment?
Fuck
No.
yeah.
How about this? I go to this thing for Stiller. It's a tribute for Ben Stiller.
Oh boy.
And I'm at the table with Ben and his wife and Jerry Stahl. A lot of people are there. So Jerry Stahl is there.
Jerry's doing well.
Jerry's there. He's with his daughter.
Yeah.
They play a clip. It's a whole night dedicated to Ben. So it's his whole career. So then they go into the shit that he's done that's dramatic.
Yeah.
And they play the clip of Ben playing Jerry in his car, shooting heroin
with the baby
into his
there.
neck with the baby there.
Yeah.
And there's his daughter,
Yeah.
the daughter who is being portrayed in the movie, and Jerry, and they're both just sitting there watching it. Everyone else is watching them.
Oh my God!
Watch them have their lives on stage with Ben, and Ben's at the table, and Ben just sort of forgot that was going to be the clip. He didn't know it was going to be the clip because it was done for him. And Jerry and his daughter just both stared at it, and then after it was over, they didn't look at each other for a little while. Like they both like that, and then she looked down and he looked up. We were all watching him. fascinating. Like, there's your life. There's when you put your life out there. It's become a book, and now you're with your daughter, and you have to watch again that this is who your dad was. Fucking needle in the neck while you sat there as a baby.
Jerry's got good poker face, too.
Holy fuck,
couldn't read nothing, could you?
But don't do heroin with your baby. Like, there's better people to do heroin with.
I will
it's just
say
not
this,
fun.
In all honesty,
heroin?
Yeah,
babies
not
are great.
Jerry's a friend of mine. He's doing very well.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah,
I know Jerry.
He's got a new baby.
Yeah. Yes, I know he does.
Yeah.
New baby.
Yeah.
Have a kid.
Yeah.
She wants to have a kid. We've talked about having a kid. She talks about it a lot.
Yeah.
And
they do. They will. They have.
Once they've decided to have them, then they're...
I'm not adverse to it. I just want to feel comfortable about it, and I think I'm getting there. I have a couple of fears. One of them is Daddy's tired. From the beginning.
Daddy's tired all the time.
Yeah. And also I have this other thing where, like, I'm so consumed with panic about it. Like, in my brain...
About having a kid? Or...
Yeah, because in my brain, it's like, all right, it's cute. It's dying! Yeah, that's where my brain goes.
That's not... No.
It's dead! Yeah, why is it like I'm more... Like, every time I picture...
Not, you're nodding your head, but that's not a healthy thought. Like, that's not...
But it's relatable, though. No, but it's relatable.
But no, it's literally not relatable. I'm literally not relating to it.
But I am. You're not afraid when it was a baby that it was not going to die? Wake up?
Oh, I used to all the time. Oh my God, I did all the time. Yeah, I would go in and check on it all the time.
I'm a very worried kind of guy.
I was too.
Only a couple times I walked in, I was like, what the fuck is he not? And then, he's fine.
I mean, you forget how humans evolved, and you have to remember all that shit when you all fell out of rocks and stuff, right? Yes, but at the same time, you ever hear the horror stories.
If you're putting it in a mud bath, then it's probably not going to live. But if you're putting it in a crib, it's probably fine.
My parents did not.
No.
If you put we raised ours in mud bath.
We put it in a mud bath.
You did.
That's how we raised both those girls.
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't be alive. Mud baths are not.
Very nice kids.
They are nice kids.
So
they're good kids. They're incredible kids.
But the thing is, that's a fear you get over. That's a fear you get over.
My parents didn't love. They panicked. I was brought up in a panic house.
I was brought up at. My mom is anxious and crazy like that. But until it passed on to me. When I always think about this. When I was 11, she took me to see the movie The Late Great Planet Earth.
Oh,
do you know what that is?
Horrendous. Yeah.
It's Orson Welles narrating Nostradamus's "The world is going to end." So I actually
think that's what did it.
That was like a big. That was like
there wasn't a lot to go to though. I went to Patton at like 6. Like you just.
My grandparents took me to.
E.T. was out then.
My grandparents took me to see Deliverance. Not knowing what it was.
Yeah, we're the same age.
What?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I must have been. We were still.
You know
what
they called it? That banjo movie.
Yeah, it was like
Mark might like that banjo movie.
I was under
take Mark
10.
To see that banjo movie.
But that's a good age to see male rape.
I just saw it again recently.
But how about the bragging? What about the bragging rights of seeing that movie in the theater?
I don't even know what effect it had on me, but I watched it again recently because, like, you don't actually. The thing about the rape in that is you see him running around in his underwear, but then you hear it.
Yes.
Right.
Hearing it is. I'm sorry. Hearing it's worse.
Yeah.
Where he's like, oh God, it's just that. This is Ned Beatty whimpering.
There's nothing worse than a Ned Beatty audio rape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look, so when you watched it again, did you have any feelings of like did
I
the boy?
I felt bad for my grandparents because they didn't know what they were getting into, and they got to sit there. Wonder whether it's okay, and I'm sure my parents are like, it's fine, just we want you out of the house. And
I think Gladys. I think this was a mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, Ned Beatty's being raped.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think there's a banjo in this though. At some point,
it's not just Ned Beatty being raped. There's also the leg being torn apart.
But there's also like when he's about to make John Voight blow him.
Oh,
I mean, there's that. That's when he gets that's when the arrow goes.
Yeah, the arrow goes through.
He's playing with John Voight's mouth.
But it's just weird that we have stereotypes about the South.
Well, I tweeted what I say. I said Deliverance did for hillbillies what Jaws did for sharks.
Right? So true. And
I will say
banjos.
One of the best first acts ever, exposition-wise.
What?
Anyway,
Deliverance?
It's fucking.
So
amazing.
The kid thing, I'm really I'm thinking about it a lot. I know I got to sort of deal with it soon because I don't want to be insanely old. I'm already going to be really old. I'm 49.
Fuck. I'm tired as it is. I'm fucking tired. He's 3.5.
How old are you?
45. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's exhausting, but the other thing is you can get into like meth. Like a lot of housewives do meth.
Are they?
It's
you
good. I'm glad it's so available.
You can do a bump. Yeah,
you can just. Plus, there's all
it's
the great
hard, but also
stuff around now.
She's young, so she could take a lot of the.
Yeah, she can take the kid and leave.
Yeah, your best case.
That's not what I mean. But she can take
best
the
case scenario is a girl.
Yeah.
Your best case scenario.
Boys
are tough.
My brother's got 3 kids, and he's exhausted.
No, but I mean, just saying
younger.
They're all adopted. Not that that's an issue, but he had them. Yeah, no, He didn't
want the genes.
No, they had a hard time, but the genes thing was a concern as well.
Yeah, sure.
But I think the oldest one is 14 now.
Are you gonna break the cycle if you have one?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
There was so little confidence in that you're gonna break a cycle. There was so little confidence.
What do you mean break cycle?
The cycle that's been handed down from your parents.
I don't think you should go in with that agenda because it'll blow up in your face. Look, the old man had some good parts. Well, genetically, it's going to be there. I mean, like my father at this point is a biological dead end. None of the material is moving on to the next generation. My brother and I are it. So if I actually have a biological kid, then my father's mess genetically will be moved through.
He's that's true.
Does he want that?
And that's a 25% chance.
I'm not sure he wants me really. He still insists that he hasn't listened to my podcast.
What's going on with him? Didn't he get busted or something?
Yeah, he got into a little trouble. I think it's. Can
I say something? He was going manic.
He got into a racket that got him into a little trouble, but I think it's passing.
He's not looking at prison time or anything?
I hope not. It's not clear to me.
It's weird to be manic in prison.
It is. It is. Although maybe it's a good place for it.
You guys want shanks? You guys want shanks? I'm going to be making shanks today. Hey, who needs it? Who wants me to open this giant can of corn?
Oh, man, I just got to wash my hands again. Listen to me.
My father
I'm making things out of soap.
My father has mental problems, and he's doing okay now.
It's fucking bipolar's a brutal fucking thing.
It's the real shit.
The medicine, though.
I'd never forget the first time I encountered a bipolar, a real guy in a manic state. Was at the comedy club in Peoria, and this dude came out, and he just started saying shit, and I'm like, what in the fuck? I'm going to make a book, and the book's going to be about that, and it was just all these crazy grand plans, and you're like, none of that can be real, and I called my then girlfriend, who was studying psychology, now my wife, and she was like, oh, you're talking to a guy who's just in a pure manic state. Yeah, and it was just amazing to witness.
Yeah, I don't know that my father got to that psychotic point. I don't know what level of bipolar he is, but definitely sort of like bad decisions, business-wise, not really paying, thinking everything was a good idea.
Yeah, thinking all the way through it.
Well, yeah, I just don't, they can't see it, but he seems okay now. He's kind of old.
Is he retired now?
He's definitely retired, and he's not practicing anymore. And
can he still write you scripts?
No,
because did you ever do that?
Well,
I thought he wrote scripts. I didn't know he wrote scripts.
Yeah, he wrote 2 episodes of my show.
I love that. It was so great. And a Barney Miller. One of them was a Barney Miller. I think that's pretty awesome.
He wrote the Dad is God episode.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Well, no, like growing up with a doctor, your perception of healthcare is a little different because, when your father's a doctor, you never have to make an appointment for anything, and that goes all the way through college.
He just comes in and sticks his finger in your ass. And
that happened. That was awkward. That was a big story.
After deliverance.
Well, no, when we first moved to New Mexico, I had these horrendous pains in my stomach.
Mm-hmm. Was that nerves, you think?
Well, I don't know what it was, but I was 8 or 9. Mm-hmm. And he thought it was a burst appendix. Oh, boy. So he gives me that exam, my father, right? Right, but then he's like, but I'm not that kind of doctor. And he knew one guy.
You should never say when your finger's in another guy's ass, I'm not that kind of doctor.
Well, he was my dad, so it seemed normal that he had his finger in my ass. But so he knew one guy in town. It was this guy, Dr. Chester, who was this big black dude.
Yeah.
Who later got
was there any money exchanged?
I don't know. But the thing is that he calls this guy to come to our house. So now I'm in a bathroom.
Wait a minute, are you talking about Chester?
Chester and my
Did
dad.
Chester know he was coming to finger you or whatever?
No, this is not the same. This is not Chester the molester.
No, this is different Chester.
Dr. Chester. I didn't know him. I just knew he was a large black man with the Chester B. Arthur beard, right up to right. Excellent. So he calls this guy who he doesn't know that well to come check me out at the house. So I'm in the bathroom.
That must have been an awkward phone call if you didn't know him that way.
Well, doctors are weird. It's like my kid, I don't know anybody. Could you come over and finger bang him? But I'm in the bathroom with these 2 men.
Are we going to watch a movie or anything? We're just going to do it.
Yeah. I didn't get a choice of movie.
That's the weird thing is he made him watch Deliverance.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I had ice cream.
That's fucked up.
No reward.
No, I don't like it.
Within 2 days, I was getting my appendix
Chester's thing was to put a cupcake in his mouth and then make the patient eat the other half.
Yeah.
And then the finger was in.
Okay, so
my dad watched a big black dude finger bang me.
Your dad watched.
Of course.
And you are bent. You're just in the bathroom.
Now,
bent
why do
over
you need
the
to know
counter?
about how it went down?
Because it's fascinating.
I was like, are you?
So you're bent over a counter, and there's a black guy putting his finger in your ass. Your dad's watching.
God, I wish I had a
Some people would
Polaroid.
say that's a horrible experience.
Some people call it rape. But it was.
A lot of people call it Pulp Fiction.
It was.
yeah, that's my finger, kid.
It was veiled in prognosis. It was veiled in a medical.
Did anybody wink?
Huh?
Did anybody wink?
No, but there was laughter.
No, there wasn't.
No, I'm kidding.
Did you cry?
I would hope so. Yeah, clearly I'm not seeking it out now.
And so then you're fine. Like, he didn't find anything wrong?
No. I had my appendix out 2 days later.
Really?
Yeah.
So he found it?
I don't know. He kind of, I think he was, found guilty of some bad stuff later on.
Chester,
yeah.
But he took my appendix out.
Some finger stuff. He got busted for some finger stuff.
Yeah, for finger
He did
stuff.
some finger stuff.
No, but he cut everyone said that, like, most appendicitis scars are diagonal. And mine's just straight across, so there was question as to whether it was done properly. And
well, none
of it was done properly because I didn't enjoy
I like the idea of him going in the wrong way and then twisting his hand. Like, oh, fuck, I do this wrong every time. Where is it? Oh, it's up. Fuck, I'll get it. Just pull it down.
My ring.
Scrape.
My ring.
Oh, fuck.
Where's my ring?
He's on A&E's American Fingers now. It's a great reality show.
I think that we.
I've told the story here.
We can now laugh at my clinical molestation.
Can I tell you something?
I've
told the story a couple times here, but my doctor, who I fucking had for a long
fingered
time.
by a black guy? Because that's what I want to hear.
No, he's Asian, but he has twice done this in the 4 times he's had to do it in the long time I've seen him.
Recently?
To get that thing. Yes, he goes
The
like
guy at
this.
the Bob Hope Health Center.
No. This is my buddy Dr.
Haskell?
Sue. He every time he has
the
to.
one who's over at the other one. I go to the one on La Brea now. It's a woman. It's a black woman. So I've kept.
Oh, you
that
go
going.
to okay. I go to Haskell.
He always says, "Look, I don't love doing this," and then
I don't
I'll bend
love
over.
doing this.
Yeah, and then I'll bend over, put my leg to the side or whatever, and every time he goes like this. And every time I'm like, fuck, I either gotta shave my ass or like, cause that's a comment. Like, that's a comment. I know you don't like this, and you've been doing this forever. But like the fucking just a little.
Would it be wrong to put a smiley face on your asshole?
Don't fuck or just don't say it.
I talk about this on stage. I went to a guy who I don't usually go to at the Bob Hope Center out in Burbank, who did me a proctological, and he had his finger in my ass, and he went, "Ooh, smooth." Out loud.
That's almost like mine. When I was on the road, I had to go to a hospital because I was having pains. The doctor was a midget, little tiny guy, and he put his finger in and he went, "Ooh, soft." It's fucking horrifying.
Yeah, but that's what
I
they
think
want.
they're just trying to be bedside manner. Actually,
Well, I think
they're trying to maybe start conversation.
Well, that's not a good conversation.
Well, if you've read WebMD,
Soft
that's
isn't good.
But that's what you want. Soft. You don't want. Oh God, it's like touching another finger in there.
No, I thought.
Shit.
Oh God, that is a finger.
You play guitar with this thing? It's fucking calloused. What has been going on in your ass?
No, soft is bad.
Soft is good, isn't it?
No, soft is bad. You're not supposed to have a soft. It means it's swollen and soft.
What does
Soft-
smooth mean then?
Smooth is good. Smooth and not spongy. It's apparently when it's spongy or like kind of that's bad.
Oh, so you want it to be like it?
You want to be we'll
A little fucking.
yeah. It's a gland.
So I had a soft.
It's actually the key to everything.
Softness?
Hardness.
Prostate is the key to everything.
Yeah.
You're rocking like a guy with autism right now.
Yeah.
This has brought out something in you.
Yeah.
Like we tapped into something. You told a story about a black man fingering you in a bathroom.
I don't
and you're
think the black
rocking.
is necessary, but I think it adds for the
Yeah, but
effect.
it's just
as a kid you're like this
Yeah,
is
it's
different.
as a little
1970s.
Jewish kid.
Usually
in
my dad
Albuquerque.
does this. But the point was that when you grow up with a doctor, it's really just a circle of friends. So like, you don't feel good, let me call Bob. You go over to Bob.
But you know Bob, and then Bob's fingering you.
Well, you don't always know. That was another story. Bob is a different story. But I was older, and I still let it happen.
Yours is not unlike Henry Rollins' life.
Remember when they turned you out?
Yeah. Shit, they said it was for medicine. They said just get the money up front, and this is a treatment for you. No, everybody's okay. I got to go for a physical in a couple of weeks. I didn't realize I haven't had one in 2 years.
How about this? I haven't had one in 2 years either, but I don't want to go because I'm so fat.
Yeah, I get the same thing.
I've had that too, where you're like, no, I don't want to go for the weigh-in. Just let me get 20. Let's give me 10 pounds off.
Right.
10 pounds
I'm
off
supposed to be 175. That's the right weight for my height, but my head is so big. If I get to 175, I look like you. But the
you have a
what does that mean? That's all right.
He's lashing out because he just went through some childhood pain. Just let it go.
The thing is, I'm on this incredible medicine now. Nothing really affects me. I put on a little bit of weight, and for the first time in my life, I don't fucking care. I'll get it off. I'm still pretty.
Yeah, I'm not hung up in it as much as I used to either. But like like right now, I'm at 179, and I'm okay. But like I'm that guy.
What
like,
the fuck? Like what do you?
I'm not going to eat before I go to the doctor.
Are you working out constantly? Like,
no, I haven't been doing it.
So how the fuck are you staying? What?
Well, I'm.
Are you not eating? Are you like?
No, I'm eating all right. But I'm a little. I'm mad that I'm not. Like, here's what my girlfriend. Here's what I do when I don't work out because I haven't been working out. It's like I'll just like twitch my muscles to see if they're still there. So sometimes I'm just sitting on the couch and I'll just start twitching that arm to see if the muscle. And my girlfriend's like, "What do you do?" She never knows if it's on purpose or involuntary.
Like if you're having a seizure.
Not a seizure, but maybe it's the beginning of MS or something.
Yeah.
I'll flex things. Do you flex things?
No.
But I grab mine all the time and go, fuck that soft.
Yeah.
All the time. These used to be fucking rock hard, and now it's like, oh, that is so
I just
spongy.
eat pretty well.
I used to work. I used to be.
I gotta grab my balls
in New York. I remember I was fucking.
Were you?
Yeah. I fucking lifted all the time. I was like a giant fucking.
I just like being in shape. I like to get my core back in shape.
Yeah.
Like I called you about somebody. Remember? I was like,
oh yeah, did you go?
No. I looked at her website and I'm like, this is a bit much for me.
Well, they all are. That's what if that's all they do, that's what they get crazy.
But I can just go to the Y and go to the power yoga, but I just got to do it. Like I went running twice last week.
Yeah.
May have been 2 weeks ago. It's unclear, but it stands out in my mind as something I did recently.
You should.
I brought my shoes with me on the road.
If I can do a hike and a run. I mean,
every day?
Yeah. No, 4 days a week.
I'm going to Ned Beatty's camp.
Yeah.
But you know what else I do 4 days a week?
What?
Caramels or sometimes just a bag of Lindt chocolates. I mean, I can't. Whatever the thing that I'm taking makes food fucking phenomenal.
It wasn't
like I
before?
think the block not like this. Not like this. I don't know if it's the same thing that blocks whatever it is. The flavor of shit is so good. I'm like, I don't care if I fucking burst. I'm gonna have 10 of these. Like that's been
my pants get tight, dude.
Don't put a dick in your mouth.
Are they good?
Yeah,
chocolate covered dick.
And now they'll probably be even better, right?
Yeah.
Because usually I've had them just rammed in there.
Yeah, but when my pants get tight, I don't know who I am anymore. I just hate myself so much. Yeah,
what about
I don't like to admit
shirts
that.
get tight? That's a whole different.
That's
level.
the worst.
But
when
you
your
sort
shirts
of,
get
like
tight.
it does something for you. You know, you get a sort of like fuck me. You know what? No, fuck everything. And I think that's where you live.
Marc Maron's our guest. I think this ended exactly the way it started. Don't forget to go and fucking buy tickets.
So we will be this Tuesday at Meltdown.
Chris Hardwick's place?
Yeah. That's where you saw us once.
Yeah, we're going apparently.
You are?
Will you put us on the list? Because Jessica wants to go.
There's not a lot of people going right now, so yes, we'll put you on the list.
Okay.
It's a bad time. It's like Tuesday at 7:30.
Yeah, frame it however you want. You know, I know. You know, you got to explain something.
February.
You think some sympathy. I mean, I fucking remember when I was at the Improv, and I don't know where you were, but you had just gotten divorced, and you and I did some public radio together.
Yeah.
We were sitting there in the parking lot, and you were maybe going to go back and do something with Cedar.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, that guy's so funny. What's going to happen to him?
Yeah.
And now look
Sam
at us.
Cedar? Yeah. So,
you remember that?
February.
Remember that?
Yeah.
February
Fucking rad.
2nd, we are doing our live show with the Starfish Circus in Brooklyn at the Bell House with Will Anderson and Al Madrigal and the Reigning Monarchs. And then on February 7th, we're doing SF Sketchfest, a live podcast, guest to be named later.
Not going to that.
Those of you who were hoping that I would be opening for Drew Carey, I'm no longer opening for Drew
What
Carey.
happened?
And I didn't want to fucking talk about it. I'm so pissed. It's just horseshit.
Whoa!
So,
how did we get to that?
Well, I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay, go to Indiegogo.com or Indiegogo, make a record, Reigning Monarchs. We're still raising money, and we're still raising money.
Mark, what do you
I want
got?
to plug some things.
What do you got? This is going up on Sunday.
I'm going to be at the Improv in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, January 4th, 5th, and 6th. And I will be at Good Nights in Raleigh, I think the following weekend. Is it the 8th, 9th, and 10th?
You an opener for that one? That's the 9th. It's the.
I love that
11th,
sound.
12th.
I need that.
You just made the I don't need an opener sound. You ran like this. Yeah.
I got an opener for Florida, and I don't know. Are you still closing with sputtering out? Or?
Holy shit!
Oh my God! An hour and 20. You finally said something funny. Jesus.
Oh, that's amazing.
No, it was good. It's a good way to close.
Marc Maron's been our guest.
Thanks,
Marc
guys.
Maron's been our guest. Thank you, Marc.
Glitter done.